Ladies, gentlemen, grandchildren of the future, or not. That's up to you to decide. We are here with Lauren Blackborow, the queen of the thrift.
That's me.
That's it.
I have a life outside of thrifting.
I was going to say, and something about dating itself, but we'll get into that. I don't have to spill your beans.
You're the queen of dating? Is that what he was trying to
No.
like,
Queen
do?
of dating.
I am an epic failure when it comes to dating.
Okay.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What do you mean, what? Like an epic failure? Why?
I just haven't had good luck
Okay.
In
for
what
like
sense?
several years
In what sense? Though? Like with guys or just like scenarios in general?
with guys and scenarios, both, all of the above. To be
Really?
honest, yeah.
What's like the worst? What's like the worst scenario you've dealt with? I know you had like a bad thing with like your ex or whatever, but like is that
Multiple.
Yeah.
multiple
To be
exes or multiple?
You've been very open about that online.
I
too,
know.
which is-
I get
respect
emails
it.
literally
I
saying
respect
like,
it.
"We love your man hater content." I was like, "Excuse me."
That's what I was going to say on the intro, and then I was like, I can't say that.
You could
off
say
the
that.
rip.
What,
I
that she's
can't
a
say that
man
off the
hater?
rip.
I'm not actually.
No.
I just hate my exes.
But it's the same as my like undiagnosed daughter thing. Like,
True.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're in
you
the
guys
same
are-
bucket of-
Whoa. You guys don't group me into that shit. I'm just an accomplice.
What do you
okay?
mean?
I've
you
never
were
posted
on that- you
undiagnosed
were on
daughter.
that- No, you were no.
Let's get this clear.
You were in the video.
CEO of gaslighting and manipulating for a little while.
Bro, can you
Every
relax?
skit you did was gaslighting and manipulating.
No, but it was obviously a skit. It was like not
course.
like I wasn't.
I'm just saying, mine was a
serious
skit
about it.
too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yours was. Wait,
I feel like this makes sense.
what was that?
That you guys are talking about this, and I'm like, yeah, dating in Toronto was hard.
Yeah.
This makes
Tell
sense.
us about that though. How has dating in Toronto been? Are you like on the dating apps right now?
Wait,
Are you out
hold
there?
on. We're not the problem here. Let's make this clear. Don't start skipping over
for
this
yourself.
shit.
I may very well
I'm
be
great.
the problem
I'm
here.
in a good, loving, healthy relationship. I'm
I-
fine. Okay, I'm good. I don't know what's going on that
I
side
may
of the
very
couch.
well be the
Don't
problem
start your
here.
shit with me. Okay, we're not the problem here. I think other people are the problem, and then
I would totally agree with that.
me and Chris have gotten the brunt end of it, like in the past. But right now, we're both fine. I think we're mature and we're in good spots.
so
now.
you're fine. Are you fine?
I'm not the worst.
I would say you're fine.
I think I'm pretty transparent about how I'm feeling, and like I try not to. If I'm not into somebody, I'll tell them I'm not into them. I try not to like fuck around. But
Honesty is key.
sometimes you got to date somebody for a little bit to figure out you don't actually like them. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's kind of how it works.
That's like the point of dating.
Yeah.
That's literally the
Yeah,
whole
but then you
concept.
but then you get labeled like you date somebody for a little bit and it doesn't work out, and then you're like the bad person for not working out.
Is that what you've like found in your experiences with dating? Do you find that guys are doing that? They're like dating for a little bit and they're like, yeah, I'm good.
No.
Peace and love.
No. They're playing the long game, like 3 years, and then I find out that he's multiple girlfriends. So
Wait,
yeah,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, break this down. So he had multiple girlfriends. This is your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, I'm still hypothesizing.
Yeah.
Multiple girlfriends.
multiple. Yeah, I was one of 3.
One
are you
of
friend-
3
Yeah.
is crazy.
Are you friends with the other girls? Do you know the other girls?
No, not now. Like we talked briefly. There was also like a bit of an age gap, so they were like a lot older than me. Not a lot
Okay.
older, but like mid 30s.
Okay.
Oh.
So
And how old is he?
37.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess
Or
that was-
So-
yeah, 37. I had to double. think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that for a
Yeah.
second.
Wait, 3 girlfriends. Okay, this is my thing. I never understood how people juggle that.
How do you have the time?
Like on a realistic level, how do you like having one girlfriend is like time consuming?
yeah.
Taking care of yourself alone is time consuming. Let alone
some of
having
us,
somebody
some of us especially. No, but you know what I mean. Like you have one girlfriend, that's time consuming.
Yeah.
Having 3 is like, I don't know. I'd go broke too. On top of that, like I don't even know how do you function.
How do you emotionally manage
do you have a
that?
job? Like do you work?
That well, they like everyone at one point worked for him, so that's why it worked for him. I'm assuming.
Wait,
Yeah.
we have so much to get into.
Oh.
Okay, so you worked for him as well?
Yeah, briefly, but then I was like, hey, if I'm gonna date you, can't be in control of my money as well, so I quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. And then how you
Yeah.
guys were, so you guys were together for 3 years and he was with these other women as well for 3 years, or was it
I got the best deal of the whole scenario. So we dated for 3 years.
I got the best deal of the whole scenario.
Well, the other girl, she like the one that's from Canada, she dated him for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And then the girl in Australia dated him for 9
God,
years.
international.
9 years. 9 years.
In Australia, he's doing distance for 9 years.
Yeah.
I've heard
Kinda
of people
crazy.
having
Kinda-
multiple relationships, but not juggling them for that length of time.
But you know what?
That's
though?
crazy.
If you're doing it like cross continents, it makes sense. that like makes way more sense than anything else.
Yeah.
Imagine you can't date 3 people in the same
Well,
city.
no, of
No.
course not.
But like if you're dating one in Australia, one in fucking the UK, and then one in Canada, like what do you like? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I get it. Not. Hold on, wait.
Careful,
I'm not saying I get it, but I'm saying I get how he
giving people
juggled.
ideas.
There we go.
I get how he juggled it.
Good
Is
save.
what I'm saying.
Good save.
Yeah. Let me.
You're about
Let
to
me.
get canceled so
Yeah,
hard.
Fool. Not good.
He's like taking notes.
I was like, I
I'm
need
kidding.
to fucking. Don't get me in trouble.
No. But he'd always go on like work trips to Thailand, and then it made sense because Australia and Thailand are close.
Yeah,
Unless
they
he was
are.
just going to Australia, and I'll never know.
Damn.
So
And then how
Hey,
long
was
ago
he on
this?
social media?
absolutely not. How could he get away with that?
Oh, well, that's what I
Of
mean.
course.
Well,
That's what I
the
mean.
reason he got caught is because the back of his head was in one of the videos, and it like happened to come up on her For You page.
No way.
And she was like,
of
wait a
your
minute.
videos?
Yeah, one of my videos.
Okay.
Because he was like, you cannot post me. Like, absolutely. Like, even if like the corner of his head was in a video, like he was like, delete it, like losing his mind. And I was like, okay, Jesus.
And you wonder why? Were you skeptical as to why, or did you have a hunch?
I didn't. I was like so focused on myself. And because he was traveling a lot, I was like, this is great. Like, I can just focus on work. It worked because, you know, I'm here now. If I didn't have all that free time while in a relationship, like maybe I would have been focused on dating. So I wouldn't have like been focused on social media, or I would have been focused on work. But because I was like, okay, I'm just home, I'm not going out, I'm not going on dates.
Yeah.
I should be doing something with my free time.
So you just started posting.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it kind of worked out for the better.
Everything works out for a reason.
Yeah,
Everything happens
exactly.
for a reason.
But it was funny because she literally messaged me. She's like, I recognize that bald spot.
Okay, do you think that guys not being on social media, not wanting like you posted, is a red flag?
I am so confused about that now because with him, he was like, absolutely do not post me. And he was cheating. And then I was like, okay, if somebody doesn't want to be on my social media, red flag, not going to happen.
Yeah.
And then my more recent ex wanted to be on my social media. And I was like, yay, this is amazing. He was still cheating.
He wanted the clout.
Yeah. And he was still
And
cheating.
he was still cheating.
Yeah.
So-
I'm actually really good friends with her though. She's so sweet.
With the other girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy fuck, that's
Oh
so...
yeah, you have a video with that, right?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
actually the
Was it about
best.
the
Video
other girl?
with the girl that her ex cheated on her with.
Yeah.
No,
She's
you
like
don't.
an actual video.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's
Yeah.
my worst nightmare.
That's
Is
diabolical.
it?
That would be like...
It's actually like
that would be my worst
incredible.
nightmare.
Good for you.
Well,
Could you imagine that though? Like you're like I've had exes who become friends
Yeah.
with each other afterwards, and like they're like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you guys?
why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this? Don't be
Trauma
weird.
bonding.
Like leave me alone. Giving me nightmares. But like imagine that. Like you fucking cheat on somebody, and then the girl that you're cheating with, and then the girl that you were dating are like on social media together, not even just hanging out.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
We
That's
went
why I
on
don't
like a
cheat.
ski trip. Like we're close
Pardon
now.
me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's a lot.
Yeah. What's
Bro,
his own fault?
This guy's tripping out and is 100% losing.
Yeah,
his
he
mind.
deleted all of his social media. He does not exist anymore.
Really?
So I don't know if it's directly correlated.
I would assume so. For sure. Bro, I'd be losing my mind if I was him. Oh my God. Imagine that. You see your
Oh
ex
my
and then like
God.
your ex mistress everywhere.
Wait,
you
there's
turn.
more. So I got a DM like
Really?
a couple weeks ago, and it's like the girl that he's been most recently seeing.
Okay.
And she was like, hey, like, I know this is kind of weird, but like, he wouldn't stop talking about you and like showing me the videos that you posted, like with
Oh,
the other
really?
ex. And then things got like, she was like, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then things like got a little bit weird. Like, is there any way you could tell me your side of the story? I was like, phone me right now. Phone me right now.
We gotta get on this.
And she's
Get into
really
the
nice
tea.
too. So
You're just creating a bond with all of these women.
I
That's-
made a joke at one point. I was like, I'm collecting his exes. Like, in
It's
names.
like you're Thanos.
The sisterhood of the traveling pants.
yeah.
Literally. No, for real.
But luckily, they were both so sweet. He's definitely the problem. So
And is he still dating this current girl?
no, she literally, we got off the phone and she was like, thank God. Like,
Oh, this guy is just not. He's not it.
What's dating
No.
like now? You on dating apps? You out in the market? You doing yourself?
I tried dating apps like very briefly.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Hinge.
Okay, not on the Raya.
I got accepted, but then I was like, why is it $100 a month?
It's $100 a month.
I thought it was 20.
What?
I never got accepted.
I know,
I wouldn't know. I just like know through people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, and I wasn't sure if I was really going to be focused on dating after all that crap that happened. So I was like, I'm not going to be spending that much money on a dating app
Yeah.
to not take it seriously. Is that weird? Is that a weird concept to say?
Not at all. I don't.
And also, like, people
like
say
an
Hinge is
investment.
good.
It's an investment in what?
Well, like no, like I'm saying, like if you were to be on Raya, it's like an
Oh,
investment.
yeah, like
you're
you
just, like,
have to
spending money. You're like
actively be using
you're
it.
like actively looking to be dating. If
Yeah.
that's the case,
Yeah, yeah.
you know
Well,
what I mean? So I get
hopefully.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or for clout, so you can tell people you have Raya. I feel like that's the reason.
I don't think it's a
Really?
thing anymore. I think
But
it
people
used
used
to.
to, yeah. I still
Not
hear people be like,
anymore.
oh, I'm on Raya.
Yeah, but, like, I don't
I'm
think
like,
it's
yeah,
like a
you and
clout-
everyone else. Like,
I don't think it's a clout thing anymore. I think
No.
people are like gotten over that phase. It was
Yeah.
like it's kind of like the golden gooses. I feel like everything is like once something's like really big,
Yeah.
it just like goes away after everybody else has been a part of it. But
That's a good point.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like Hinge is like fine, I guess.
Yeah,
It's like the next best I think after Raya. Like everything else would be shit. No, well, like
definitely.
I don't know. You like have you been on Tinder?
No,
Bumble?
that's a scary place.
Bro, that was I don't know, that was a scary time in my life. Like ever being on Tinder. After my like long-term relationship, I like went on Tinder for a little bit. And I was like, I don't like this.
I have to leave right
And I was
now.
like, this is a really dark place. Yeah. Okay.
Honest?
I haven't done the dating apps in a while.
Shut up.
I haven't. I
Immediately
haven't
called
done
out.
the dating
When
apps
was the
in a
last time
while.
you were on a
Called
dating
out.
app?
It was It was December.
It's been a
It was either
year?
December or yeah. It's been like months.
You were a Hinge fiend though. Bro, let me tell you something. Let me
I
tell
had
you
that
something.
shit on lock.
Bro,
My
let
profile.
me tell you, I've never been more impressed with a person's dating profile.
Really?
I was new to Toronto when I first moved here, and me and Chris were friends, and I was like freshly single. So I was like, dating apps. I want to meet people. Like I want to.
You need
Makes
to
sense.
have
I wanna go on
help
dates or
curating
whatever.
your dating profile.
Yeah.
Bro, my dating profile looked like ass compared
Yeah.
to Chris's, and I'm like,
What?
I remember sitting on the couch with Mo one
Yeah.
night, and we're like going through curating his Hinge profile. We're like,
And it
this
was
goes
so
here, this
bad.
goes
It was
here,
like
this goes that, this goes there.
and it was like embarrassing. Like I thought it was so
Yeah.
good. I was like, this
Really?
is great. I was like, I look so good in all
I
these
look
pictures.
amazing.
Yeah, I had like shirtless pictures, like abs are popping. I'm like, this is elite. Chris is like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my
Wait.
entire fucking life. And then he's like showing me his. I had no matches. Like it was like I didn't know what was going on. I know it's embarrassing. No, honestly, it was actually embarrassing.
Most like, why am I not getting matches? I look at this thing, I was like, nah.
Bro, I'm on Reddit. I'm like, why am I being shadow banned on Hinge? Like, I thought I was shadow banned.
No.
Yeah, and I remember I was literally like, I think I'm shadow banned, and Chris is like, no, your profile fucking sucks. And I was like, okay. And I look at
way.
Chris's. Chris had like, I don't even know, not to out you, but I think he had like 170 like matches like in
Oh,
the
yeah.
graveyard alone, and then like
Shit
not-
goes crazy.
graveyard.
in the
Shit goes
graveyard
crazy.
alone. I was like, damn, he's actually like elite at his dating profile. But
And this was before even like social media stuff.
oh
too.
yeah, social media wasn't like a thing yet.
Social media like just expedited. That's why I can't even be on dating apps anymore.
What are the
Wow.
odds
It's
you pull
weird.
up your Hinge profile now? Or is it like
I'd have to
deleted,
re-download
deleted?
it.
Ugh.
It's on pause. It's been on pause.
You should just download it, and then we could like go.
Why?
Through it.
'Cause I'll download it.
You
when
can
we
give
have it.
people tips.
So what's something you look for that's like attractive in a guy on a dating app profile?
On a
like what's
dating
something?
app profile?
Yeah, like if you see that, you're like, oh, I like that. Outside of just looks, is there a prompt that like sells it for you? Humor, funny.
If
stuff?
something was funny.
If something was funny.
Yeah, like if they had like a video or like something that like really showed their
Okay.
personality.
Yeah.
Like like the Linkin Park song at the end of like Transformers. There was this one guy and he like redid the lyrics for
I
that.
tried so hard.
Yeah, and he like
and
redid
got
the
so
lyrics to be
far.
like dating, like a dating
Oh,
singing
really?
video. And I was like, that is hilarious.
Really?
So if you could make somebody laugh through the screen, like immediate win.
That's always the tough part. I have friends who are like single and they're having a hard time sometimes, and I try and tell them you just need to be funny, and they can't be. It's just an unfortunate thing because they're better in person. I feel like a lot of guys are like that though. I feel like guys have a really hard time to like translate their personality to a phone.
no,
All
that's
right,
true.
if you want to look at the dating app profile,
Okay.
there it is.
Vintage shop in Kensington.
Yeah, typical Sunday.
Is it the
That
same?
a typical Sunday.
Did you make a new account, or is it the same account from before?
I think it's just. I think it's same or similar. I updated it after last break.
No, but I meant like because you know how you delete it and then you
Yeah.
like go and make a new one.
yeah,
No, this isn't bad. This is interesting.
yeah. I took acting classes.
Oh, I guess that's like you could talk about that. Be like,
Yeah.
why are you sitting here and why is for everyone? This photo can be confusing. So
I think that's the whole point. It got some
no,
attention.
that's great
Yeah,
because
people
you're like,
that.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
Why aren't you on Raya?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not
Why?
on dating apps anymore. You got to meet people in real life.
Ugh.
Meeting people in real life is great.
You think so?
Absolutely. Because then you're not like you don't have a preconceived notion when you just meet somebody in real life and you have a connection. Or in dating apps or in social media, as much as it's easy, it's like I can't not look at someone's profile. As much as I want to go in open-minded, I can't not look at it and kind of be like, oh, are they going to be like this?
But they're gonna look at it anyways. Like you're like both like influencers.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean, they're gonna look at your shit anyways.
Yeah, but
What's
if
the
you meet
difference?
somebody in person before they've seen your shit, then like
That's
you
true.
kind of have a clean slate and they get to know you before they look at your profile, before they look at the videos you make, before they look at anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's true.
Which helps.
But how often are you like really meeting people like naturally at this point? Like when you think about it, or like people that are like normal, not like normal, but like not
people that are normal.
No,
Well,
but, like,
actually,
I meant,
only
like-
prefer weirdos.
No, I meant
so-
like people who aren't like influencers, because I feel like a lot of like, I don't know how many events you're going to, but I know Chris is at like an event every like
Day.
2 days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're really just surrounding yourself with like influencers all the time. So like, how often are you really meeting people that aren't in
You wanna
like
look at
the
it? You want
in
to
the same
observe?
boat?
I do feel like a lot of the people I meet now are influencers, but I still, if I go out somewhere with like friends who aren't, you can still meet people. Just being in different places at different times as well. But also, I feel like being an influencer, you kind of just get sucked into that world a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like
Well,
the
it's
way
like
that
at
you
least
move.
you're gonna have like common ground. Like you'll
Yeah.
immediately be able to relate on so many things.
Yeah. Or even like now that I left 9 to 5 world, like my days are open, her days are open. I have friends whose days are open, so like I can go work from a coffee shop, do these things where before like I couldn't really do that.
Yeah,
It's like your whole life shifts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you like experienced dating like in the influencer scene? Like, have you like
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I have not.
Is it something you want to stay away from, or is it?
I don't know. You gotta try something at least once to know if you like it. So
That's one way to look at
Try
it.
everything once, right?
That's one way to look at it.
yeah. Have you?
No, not really. The girl I'm dating now is like really low key. She's like not really on socials like that. And then I've never really dated anybody who's
On socials?
really like big on socials.
So you prefer them to not be on socials?
Yes and no. Like I think it's kind of like what you were talking about earlier. I think like if people are like really trying to like hide shit, then it's like a little skeptical.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. But at the same time, like I respect people's privacy. Like if they don't want that.
That's what I did, and that did not work out. Not saying it's not gonna work out for you, but
No, you know what? It's been good. Like I posted my girlfriend.
okay,
like,
cute.
It's been like good like that and it's reciprocated, but it's I don't know. It's like a fine line to like
Yeah.
to
It
balance.
is
You
a
know what I
fine
mean?
line
Like
to juggle.
because I'm not trying to like make my entire profile about like my relationship, but I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do it the other way
Yeah.
around where like people think I'm single because I don't want that impression either.
Fair.
So
It's a hard line to balance. Too.
That would be tough. Like
it's okay. you
Couples
know?
content does well if they're both influencers, though. If you have
True.
somebody who's like not in that world, like you have to be so about
Bro,
it. for it
I
to-
don't know. I have like really good friends of mine that like I grew up with.
Yeah, yeah.
Andrea and Caleb.
Yeah.
They just hit 1.5 million, and
Yeah.
like neither of them were influencers before, and they like completely
But
did.
they did it together, right?
Yeah, so
Like, from
That's
the
what I
beginning?
mean. It's like I feel like it'd be different if one person is and the other person isn't, and the other person isn't really like committed to that, where they both made the decision to do it together.
I don't know. I feel like
respect
that. I feel like that happens like more often than not. Like I feel like if you look at any of these couples who
Yeah.
are like doing content together, they're very much like one person was like really about it, and then one wasn't. And they kind of just like started picking the slack up along the way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think I could do it though. I don't think I could date somebody in the influencer scene. It's just not. It's just too much. Especially people who are like doing like get readies with me and like the day-to-day content, like the vlogging.
you don't like vlogging?
I don't think I could do it where I'm like a camera's on me all day every day.
Okay,
know what I
fair.
But to do like little couples like videos, I don't think it would be a big deal. But like if it's like all day, like we're going out here, we're going out here, we're going out here, and it's like a camera in my face the entire time, I feel like I'd break the phone.
That's-
I just like please leave me the fuck.
What
alone.
about so you were in Whistler for a bit, right? Vancouver?
Yeah.
And then you moved here.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest, I guess, difficulty in that transition? Because you really went from like mountain life to like urban city. Like you have to work hard to touch grass here.
Yeah, it's true.
Work hard to touch grass.
True. It is true, especially in King. Like there's no fucking grass anywhere.
No.
There's like
There's the one dog park where all the tents are set up. That was
there's like
that
there's
was
like
really,
3 small parks with grass.
that was really nice for a little bit until like they got like had like the whole encampment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I think the hardest transition was like I'm not the biggest gym person.
Okay.
But when I was out there, I was like outside all the time, swimming, skiing, like being super
Yeah.
athletic. So then coming here, I was like, okay, I guess I'll go walk on the treadmill again.
Yeah.
Like, and I wasn't like
Yeah.
that excited
you do workout
about it.
classes and stuff like that?
I do like workout classes sometimes.
Okay. What, are you a Pilates girl?
I tried like the Pilates classes at Sweat and Tonic. I don't mind it, but everyone's like, "Oh, you have to go there for like the amenities, like the Dyson air dryer,
Yeah.
stuff like that." I'm like, "Okay, great."
Going to the gym for the amenities, like a hairdryer, is crazy.
I know.
I get
Crazy
it though.
statement.
Yeah.
I do get it.
Crazy
But the
statement.
thing is, I live so close, so it's like I'm just gonna go home and
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah.
Like it's a 2-minute walk.
Yeah.
So why would I shower there when I could just go home?
So no.
And I have all my products.
The
You're not a
workout
workout class
class, like pandemic or like epidemic, has been like insane.
I've never seen Pilates
It's
right now.
Phenomenal. Whoever is leading the pack of this
Yeah.
cult is like they need a raise. It's
Yeah.
been amazing.
There's like 10 Pilates studios in like the King Street area.
Oh, it's
and
not even
they're busy
Pilates
every
anymore.
single.
It's
no,
spin,
but that alone.
Legree, what's the ballet one?
Bar.
Bar.
Yeah.
It's like there's a new.
What's the pole one? The pole
I
one.
tried that.
The pole one.
It was
Okay,
fun.
go off.
pole dancing.
Yeah, I
Go
tried it.
off.
It was
But that's
fun.
been like a thing for a long time.
Yeah, but
You
I've
know
seen
that?
that get like way more
Huge.
popular lately. I keep
Legree.
seeing like girls.
That's another
I also see
thing.
girls
Yeah.
post that, and I'm like, yo, chill. Like, I don't need this on my story page. Like, I'm trying to behave right
It's
now.
like, fuck, this is supposed to be.
Like I got
I'm
a
like,
pinch for
yeah.
a reason, and now it's
You're not
up to my
supposed to see this.
Instagram.
You're not supposed to have your camera out when you do this. You're supposed to go somewhere in private and pay
They
$20.
told me to pull out my camera. They're like, if you want to film yourself, like this.
Well,
is
yeah,
the time.
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like more exposure for them too.
Exactly.
I didn't understand that about the Pilates studio. Is how people are filming themselves doing Pilates. It's
I
so
don't think
funny.
you're allowed to unless you get like permission.
Really.
I don't
know.
know
see
for sure. I could
see
be
girls
totally
do it
making
all
that
the
up.
time.
All day long. That's like whenever I open stories on Instagram, it's just Pilates, 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 Pilates,
Yeah.
Pilates, Pilates.
I feel like girls love it.
Yeah. I feel like I know how to do Pilates just from watching it on the stories.
Odds you do a Pilates class and then vlog it because you're a gym guy. I want to see like
If
I
you-
want you
if you do
to
a
have the
Pilates class
Pilates
with me.
shakes. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
Is this like a Pilates date? Did I just witness you ask Lauren out on a date to go to Pilates? No.
Kind of.
Did I just make it
Yeah.
awkward? Sorry. My bad. My bad.
Well, we just think
You
you
can
promised
come.
it. So
No.
So now we're gonna
No, it's
vlog
okay.
a
I'm
Pilates.
not
Well, I can't go
throwing
to a Pilates class by myself.
No.
As a straight male
Why?
walking in there by myself, that is like a woman's safe zone. I need to
True.
go
Oh
with
God,
a woman.
shut up.
I kind of respect that.
Yeah, it
I'm
is
sure
a
the women
woman's
would
safe
respect
zone.
that.
Me in a Pilates class, women would be cowering if I just walk in.
I don't
Cowering
think
is
a
a
single
bit
woman
much.
thinks that you're like scary enough to be like worried about being.
I have been told I'm the safe straight male.
I
so-
don't think. Yeah, I feel like you're
It's a
fine.
crazy
I feel-
title.
Yeah.
It is a crazy
The
title.
safe straight. That was literally the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
What?
You're the safe straight male. I was like,
I don't even know what that means.
Really?
What does that mean? Safe straight male.
I'm like straight.
Like they feel safe around
Yeah,
you.
they feel safe
Oh,
around-
well, that's nice.
I know. It's literally the sweetest thing ever.
That's really
I know.
sweet,
I know. I
actually.
heard that. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna cry right now.
I'm a cry right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So have you had any like? I know you were like talking about like your exes and all these different things. What's been like the craziest outside of the 3 girlfriends? Like, have you had like a really crazy like first date experience, especially in Toronto?
Well, we dated for 3 years, so it's like I wasn't going on dates.
Oh,
to
true.
be honest.
True. I guess that makes sense.
No, I tried going on like a couple dates after that ended, and nothing like clicked.
No.
Like the worst thing I can think of off the top of my head is like this man just like could not hold a conversation.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so bad. And then at the end of that, he's like, "So are you coming to my place?" I was like, "No, no, I'm not."
Are you
and
coming to my place?
no, we
That's
went
so
to we
bold.
went like bar hopping, went to a couple bars, and then we get to like the 3rd or 4th bar at this point, and he goes, "You can hold your liquor really well," and I was like, "I'm leaving immediately. I'm
Get
so
the fuck
scared
away
of
from
you."
me, please.
Yeah, no, and it's like that's like one of like the 10 words he said all night. I was like, this is inappropriate. I'm leaving
That's
now.
tough.
I feel like every girl we either have on the podcast or we like speak to who we're friends with has the same experience in dating in Toronto. And like, I don't really understand how guys aren't picking up on this.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to like shit on the whole city. Like
No,
I'm
you
sure
can. Go
there's
ahead.
good people out there.
Yeah.
I just haven't had any luck.
But I feel like
So-
everybody we talk, like I said, everybody we talk
Yeah.
to or everybody like is,
I
that comes
agree.
on the podcast has like the same experience with guys. It's like they like just want to get you drunk and then you're like, they're asking you to go home on the first night. And then
Yeah.
that's it.
No, so cringe.
It's weird. What is like your ideal first date then? If you were
God,
to
I
like,
don't even know.
if you were to find like somebody who's not cheating on you with 3 other women,
Tough one for
Okay,
me.
remove that from the statement. What is your ideal first date? Like, if a guy planned this for you, you would be ecstatic that that was the first date. Or what's
don't
too much
know.
too?
Is there too much? I don't know.
on a first date, for sure. For sure.
Well, Mo and I are
think
different.
so?
I like an elaborate first date,
I
hate
think I
it.
would
and
too.
Mo likes like a very casual.
There
Why?
is
In
no,
case you like don't like her?
no, what the fuck? Absolutely not. No, casual first dates are the way to go. And I've had this theory for so long now, and it's worked in my favor. 100% it's worked. So like I've never really gone on like a crazy elaborate first date, and I do it for a reason. Because if the first date is like somewhat mundane, but it's still good, like the activity itself is mundane, like we just go for coffee.
Okay.
I mean, you have like the best time going for coffee. We sit there for 3 hours, laugh. When we actually do something that's like invoking excitement and like more of an endorphin rush, then you know it's going to be better because you already had like this boring date that was already good. You get what I'm saying? But if you go on this crazy date that's like so much fun right away, and then you start doing boring stuff after, like you don't know if it's going to be as good.
Oh, speaking of crazy date, I saw that girl that had my TikTok saved on her phone the other day on the street, and she stopped me and she was like, "Can you unblock me on TikTok?" And I was like,
Why would she ask you that? Why would she ask you that?
Also, the fact that she's checking.
"Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Oh,
She's
that's-
like,
Oh my God.
I know you made a TikTok about me. It's fine, but can you just unblock me? I want to watch your stuff."
That's so. You need help. If that's you,
Iconic.
please go to
Iconic.
Cam H. You need
Iconic.
to.
It's actually iconic. I stood there.
She's a weird
I
girl,
unblocked her.
bro.
I was
She's a strange woman.
Strange cat.
She's a strange
cat.
woman.
But much love.
But yeah, anyways, so first date, yeah, very casual. Very casual. Chris likes going all out.
Yeah,
I think
elaborate.
elaborate would be fun, to
Really?
be honest. Not like insane, but if you did like a daytime activity, so it's like, okay, I don't want to just like hang out with you at night and drink.
Sure.
That would be exciting.
Okay.
And then say things go really well, maybe like for me, I'd probably want to go home and like get changed or like get changed into something else. And then if you're having the best time, like you go out again after, like you go out for drinks at the end
Yeah.
of the day. I think that would be fun.
But is that not too much in like a short period of time?
Well, you have like a break if you go home. It
No, I
also
know.
like proximity, like if you guys don't like live close, like that would be inconvenient. But
It's situationally dependent at that
I
point.
think so.
That's fair. I think it's situationally dependent on the
I think I
person,
need to
too.
do more thinking on this. Like
You
what
see what
my
I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like a thing. We've like had theories about this. We've had like
Yeah.
sit down talks
have.
about like how to game plan these things. So it's
Yeah.
like one thing I feel like
Mo and I come at from completely different angles.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to make this like a fun, memorable
Experience.
date,
Never.
and Mo's like, I want to make this the least.
second date's
memorable.
always like that.
Yeah.
My second date's always great like that.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't go out on a lot of dates anymore either, though.
yeah, but like you've been on dates.
Of course.
You've been.
Of course, I've been on-
You've been in
I've
the.
been-
You've been in the streets. let's not get away from that.
I know. For the streets.
That's okay though. I think you need to be. I think you even like you, if you've been in like a relationship for so long, you like need to like go through that. But like maybe you need to like,
Me?
yeah.
I can't tell if you're looking at me or her.
Oh,
I know the glasses
I
are
like
throwing
it's like
you off.
they're
Me.
ambiguous. It's
What
good.
about me, Mo? Just say
Yeah,
it.
I think
Just
you
say
need
it.
to-
You can call me out.
No.
You can call me out.
You
can call me out.
No. I think you're good. I think you're good. You need to like zone in with like one, and like
Yeah, that's the
plan,
goal.
and that's
the
it.
goal is just to find the one and like lock in, build something with them.
that's good.
Yeah,
I'm happy
You just have
for
to
you.
find the right person to build something with.
I agree.
Yeah.
It does. It's not.
It's not always easy.
It's not easy.
Especially
Yeah.
to build something with someone else.
Yeah.
That's like you have to find somebody who's on your wavelength.
What are you trying to build? Like, why don't you like?
Me?
Yeah. Of
Oh,
course.
I want to build. So I guess I haven't really talked about it, but this is a good open forum
Sure.
to talk about it. I quit my job 2 weeks ago to do
Congrats.
content full time.
Yeah,
so
congrats. Huge, bro.
this is a piece of it. Thank you. To get to do this with Mo is something that we've talked about honestly for a very long time, and I want to continue to build this over time. Short form to create better, more insightful, more like invoking content that hopefully inspires people more than just like quick entertaining bits when you have a minute.
Yeah.
And then I have a long form project for YouTube that I'm working on. I've met with somebody to do the first episode, so I'm working on scripting that right now, and I want to build a series that really like enables people to get out and do more and enjoy their community and hopefully build an in-person community around that too. So that's kind of the
Sick.
3-step process of making more internet videos.
Chris's favorite thing to do.
It is my favorite thing in the whole world.
Your favorite
Yeah,
thing.
You have to love it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Truly.
I get that.
Truly.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a full-time content creator right now?
Yeah.
That's
Plus
sick.
like the vintage business, because obviously Canadian content creators, no creator fund.
Yeah.
So built a business on the side to make sure that there was consistent income.
Of course.
And then when I replaced my salary for 6 months straight, I was like, okay, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Because I'm only giving myself like 20% of my time is dedicated to content and building the business.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if I dedicate 100%? So
Yeah.
that's what I did.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about the vintage business, like what it is and like
Yeah,
how
because you had a big come up in like thrifting videos. And
Yeah.
vintage. You have like an immense knowledge of that stuff. Like I've seen some of your videos where it's like certain what tags to look out for, what brands from what eras, like all these things.
It's true. And it's like all these like little details about vintage is what like makes it exciting. So like people who are passionate about it, you'll probably hear people talk about like vintage band tees, like single stitch tees, like where they're made, like what year it was made, what tag means what thing, what's like the composition of like the fabric, and it's like all those things determine like the value of an item,
Yeah.
which I think is really cool. I also like that it's sustainable. And I was gonna say, and it's good on the wallet. It just depends on where you're shopping, though.
Yeah.
It's gotten kind of out of hand. Have you found it's gotten expensive as fuck though?
Yes, I'm not mad at it though because I'm selling it. No, I'm joking. I try to keep
even
my
at the
prices.
thrift, even at like a Value Village.
The
it's
prices
gotten
at the thrift are
crazy
insane, and I
expensive
feel
now.
gone
that's like
ridiculous.
horrible. People have like straight up commented on my videos. They're like, "It's your fault that the prices are expensive." I'm like, "I'm so."
Why? Because you're posting about it?
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you're making thrifting like too popular, and now like the thrift stores know that you're doing that." And I'm like, "Okay, do you know what? There's no way my measly little video
Yeah.
is influencing the entire incorporation of
It
Value
might.
Village.
It might.
Like,
Very impactful.
Yeah, but you have some crazy viral videos about thrifting. Like when I did my
Yeah.
dive on your shit, like you have a lot of videos that were like huge.
thank you.
about
Yeah, I think my
thrifting.
biggest video was no. I think it was a thrifting video.
Yeah.
By, like this cute old lady like,
Yeah,
in a
I've
thrift
seen that
store.
one.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I
one.
know.
That was so
I saw that
cute.
one a while ago, and then when I like met her recently,
Yeah.
and I looked at her page, I was like, "Oh, that's you," because
That's
that one was
me.
huge.
That one was big.
How'd you get into thrifting? Or like the whole vintage thing in general?
So when I moved out west, I'll start in university. In university, you know, everyone dresses the same. Like you're just trying to like figure out who you are.
Yeah.
Moved out west, and there's this thing called Gaper Day, and it's basically the last day that the mountain is open, and everyone wears like vintage snowsuits,
Okay, cool.
and they like dress in
Is that,
like
on the
crazy
whiskey
outfits.
on the water and shit.
Yeah, it's like where everyone's like going crazy. It's like the biggest après event of the entire year. It's like super exciting. The weather's getting warm. And I saw these like vintage snowsuits and like vintage ski wear. And I was like, this is cool. Like, this is so fun.
Yeah.
So then I started like trying to explore like the vintage shops like in the area to like obviously get my hands on something.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell in love with it. And then I moved back to Ontario and then was just like thrifting for fun. It would like help me find my personal style.
Cool.
And then you could also like try trends and not at like the astronomical price that brands like to make
Yeah.
you pay for them. So it was like I could find things that were like similar and it was sustainable. Obviously being a student, like funds are a little tight as
Of
well. So
course,
it
yeah.
worked. And then graduated and it wasn't until like years later that I started making thrifting content again. I don't know even what prompted it. I just started doing it one day.
Well, if you're good at it too, if you like
Yeah.
doing it, it's like a
Yeah.
whole thing, right? It makes
I guess
more
I
sense.
technically started doing like what I wore to work videos.
Oh, true.
So like, and people would be like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I thrifted it." And then people would be like, "I don't know how to thrift." And I was like, "I can teach you. I can show you
That's
what to look
cool.
for."
I feel like I'm the same way though. I don't know how to thrift at all. I'm
No,
so
you
bad.
have to be like dedicated.
I can't do it.
Or
I don't-
just go into the curated shops. Like,
Yeah,
you pay
like
a little bit more,
we go to the
but
vintage shops all the time.
Yeah, I just like sorry, but I feel like that's not like vintage shopping. Like it's not like thrifting. It's
No,
vintage
no, no,
shopping
it's
for sure.
different.
Yeah.
But it's not thrifting. I feel like I want to get good at thrifting, but I want to find like really good finds. But I just like I don't have the attention span for it. That's
Yeah, it's
legitimately
gonna
my
take a
issue.
Well, why
Wow.
don't give people a couple pointers if they want to start thrifting? What's like a couple quick things like to be better at it?
I think like you're gonna have to be in there for several hours before
Oh,
you
I
find
can't do
something, which sucks. But imagine like that's all you have planned for the day. You like bring a snack, you bring a coffee, you put your headphones in, and you just like go through everything.
So that'll be like a full day for you, just going to a thrift store?
I would spend like up to 4 hours in a thrift store.
Holy shit!
I was also like doing it for content.
True,
So it's
true.
like I was maybe spending like 2 hours like picking something and then I would maybe take like 20 to 30 minutes of footage and then I would go through it again and be like, "Hey, what do I actually want?"
Yeah,
And then like checking out and like getting home. So sometimes I'd be out for like a whole day.
fuck. Yeah, it's like very time consuming.
You could do it in like 2 hours though, probably.
It's just like I don't think I genuinely don't think I have the time span or like attention span, sorry, to like go through the racks and like find what I'm looking. Because the other thing is I don't know what I'm looking for. When I go shopping, I'm just like, oh, if this looks nice, I'm just gonna pick it up and like go. I don't have like pieces in mind that I'm like looking to go grab.
That's like great for thrifting though, because you're not going in with like this preconceived
Oh,
notion of like,
true.
"Oh, I want this specific gray shirt." You're just like, "Ooh, like let's just see what I can find."
I found
fair.
some.
And
I've
it's
actually
like-
found some dope things.
Yeah,
thrifting
you
with
can find
no
really unique
measure
things that like you'll never find in a store.
I think my other thing with thrifting is that I don't like wearing other people's clothes. I
You
think
can
that
wash them.
yeah,
I like wearing other people's clothes.
it's just like it's like weird. Like,
Sustainable.
if I like wear
Think
one of
about
your
the
shirts,
environment.
if I wear one of your shirts, I'm like fine with it. But if
Yeah.
I'm like it's just like a random, like I get like I
Think
don't
about the
know, I get,
environment.
like grossed out a little bit. I guess I should wash and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
It's just
Do
like
we,
the
do we
idea
all,
of
do we have
it
to do a
that grosses
thrifting
you
video
out.
together?
Pardon?
We have to do a thrifting video
I'd be
together?
down to do. a
I'd be
thrifting
down.
video. Yeah,
Let's do that.
it's like it'd be a new experience for
All
me.
right.
What are
Thrifting
you
video.
doing? Oh, I can't reach. I'm there in spirit. I'm there in
Thrifting
spirit.
video. All right, I got you guys locked now on 2 things.
Yeah. Then we'll do then we can like have Lauren do like a gym video with us or something like that.
That would be
good.
so funny.
I think that'd be hilarious.
All right, gym video too. Perfect. Now we got 3 pieces here.
Okay, wait, I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, me too.
Gym
That
video-
will be funny in itself. I am not a gym person, so
I don't think the gym, like when you're making content in the gym, it almost is like annoying because you're like, I'm trying to work out. Because it's
Yeah,
like, it's like
I
different.
agree.
You can like,
I
make,
agree.
like, I feel like you can make thrifting videos and like you still get to like deal with it after.
Yeah.
With the gym, you have such a short time span from like even like when you take your pre-workout, when your meal is gonna go like kick in.
oh my god, am I gonna have to like take pre-workout?
Of
and everything
course.
as
Oh my
well?
god.
I stopped
Okay.
taking
We have like a
pre-workout, actually.
legal. We like take like an illegal pre-workout every single time we go. I took this
Okay.
pre-workout like
Should I be scared?
yeah, I like had like the shakes like last week. I took this pre-workout last week and I hadn't taken really anything, and I had like I felt like my heart was about to like pop out of my chest.
I'm so
It's
excited.
Mo Core.
Yeah, it was literally Mopuli core.
Mopuli core.
Mopuli core is literally taking stuff that I shouldn't be taking and
So you could
crying.
so you could feel something in the
Yeah,
gym.
and then like knowing that it's going to be really bad for me, and then crying about it when it actually ends up being really bad for me. I literally was like like huddled in bed after, like fucking shaking back and forth. My chest felt like it was about to like explode, and I'm like, yeah, I just shouldn't have done that.
You're like not selling this.
No, you know what? It's a lot. That's just, it's a lot better than it sounds.
I stopped taking pre-workout actually, so you don't have
Why?
I just
Honestly,
started
I
taking
kind of want the
coffee
full
before.
experience.
Now that I'm out of like the mental headspace of taking pre-workout before every workout, I'm actually like I feel good just drinking a coffee before.
I can't
feel
do
so
it.
good.
I know.
You know
I
why though?
can't do
I used
it.
to crash. I used to crash it like I would take it I would wake up in the morning, have a cookie, take my pre-workout, go to the gym,
Have
and
a
then
cookie?
have a cookie, take my pre-workout. I
You're
got my
so-
Farm Boy cookies on lock.
you're so
have a
fat.
cookie, take my
You're
pre-workout,
fat.
go to the gym, work out, come back, drink a coffee, work, and then at noon I would fucking crash. I would be like, I am a shell of a human being, and since I stopped doing that, I don't get that afternoon like. It feels like my entire nervous system is shutting down at noon.
Fuck. Would you go thrifting for like a gym workout, like a gym outfit?
Hell yeah, why not?
Would you? I feel like there's just like there's got to be boundaries with like what you're thrifting.
It's still just like pants and a top.
I know people are like sweating and shit. I feel like it's just like not.
People
You're
sweat
not
in
sweating
normal
in
clothes
a
as
shirt?
well.
I can't get
I'm
behind
sure.
it.
Imagine how much swass is going on.
Relax. Nothing.
Imagine how much swass is going on
Nothing.
in this coach right
There's
now.
no swass.
There's swass for
Oh, I've been
sure.
sweating for like 3 days straight. I feel like.
Yeah, you're detoxing from last night.
Bro.
The swass probably goes crazy right now.
I've been detoxing for like a week. I think the last like 4 weeks I've gotten like obliterated unintentionally. And it's not my
How
fault.
does that even happen?
You know what? It's just been a part of life lately. I got like a new job, so I've been.
Congrats.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But the last like few weeks, I've been like unemployed pretty much. So I'm like, oh, okay.
That's kind of fun.
It's boring.
Oh, really?
It's so boring. I can't. I'm
love being
losing my. I like lose my mind. Well, because I ran a fitness business for like a long time, right?
Got
So
it.
like I felt like unemployed pretty much for like 4 years.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? We're like moving on from fitness. I want to like get a job and not feel
So what's the new job? you're
fucking
starting?
useless. Yeah, I'm going into finance.
Yeah, he's gonna be a finance bro. Look at him.
I'm scared.
Suit and tie on Bay Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you going in the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo's gonna be
days
a
week.
5-day-a-week office grind boy.
I'm excited. It's gonna be
It'll
good.
be a good
It'll,
chapter
is
for
it?
you.
Yeah, new chapter. That's exciting.
But I like being busy, so this is like perfect because it's like 60-hour weeks.
Yeah.
Like that's like my dream.
Oh.
And I know people hate that, but that's like my dream is that like I get to like be fucking
Lock in.
grinding for like that much time. Because like if you like run a business, you know, like when you're like slow, you're like wishing that you were
Busy.
so busy.
Yeah.
So like for the last like maybe I don't know like 6 months, we were like really slow during the fitness business. So I was like, okay, I decided I was gonna like move on from it. I'm like, I want to find like a sales job that I'm gonna like have to like grind and like kill myself.
You love
for.
sales?
I love sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I've been like, it's like one of my favorite things in the world. Well, even like during the fitness business, like you love like
You've always been good at sales too.
I've loved
Like,
sales. I've loved like the business
Yeah.
side of things. I love coaching too. Don't get me wrong, but like it didn't bring me the same joy as like selling. I know it sounds kind of fucked up, but like
No, that's fine.
yeah, I felt bad though. It was always like it's like a weird like ethical thing because you're like I love taking your money and I'm like I love like coaching after, but
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you have a plan on how you're going to balance like being a content creator and doing sales?
no. Not at all.
Fair enough.
I'm one of these people that kind of just have to like go with it.
That's
I think
not
you'll
a
figure
bad
it out
thing.
once you get in the routine of the job too.
Yeah.
Like there's other content creators who do that. They just find a way to build it into their daily routine.
Yeah,
And like also if you're working in finance, there's a lot of other people working in finance that if you can make it entertaining.
Yeah,
Like-
content creation for me has like never been like number one though. Like it's never been like my like first priority. Like I started doing content originally for the fitness business,
Makes sense.
and then
As
like
like a
Mo
sales
actually kind of
tactic.
got me into doing it more consistently with TikTok.
What
You
content?
got me to doing
Yeah, for
content
sure.
more consistently.
But it was never like my number one like priority. Even now, it's like if I make a video and it goes viral, I'm like really happy about it. But I'm not like doing videos like specifically to go viral. It's just
Okay.
kind of like an additional like side thing that I like enjoy making and editing videos. But it's not like my main priority. Like I feel like both of you guys, it's like a main thing, especially with like you guys are like getting paid from it too. And like my accounts aren't even like relatively close to as big. So it's not like a main priority for me. So like I feel like I'll be able to like fit it in where like it needs to be.
Yeah, no,
100%
100% you'll be able to fit it in.
Yeah.
Especially if that's like the way that you want to go about it.
Yeah.
I think you'll be
If
able
you're
to make
doing it
work.
just because you like it,
That's it. Yeah.
that's all that really matters.
Yeah, and I do like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I like making videos, especially like when they're like my style of things and like it's
Yeah.
like my pace. It's just like I don't want to like I don't know. I don't want to like I never want to put like too much emphasis on it. I feel like it's not my entire life.
Your thing is sales.
I love business. I love like sales.
Well,
I like-
technically, you started the social media for sales,
yeah,
the fitness thing, as like a sales tactic.
Yeah.
So that makes sense for you.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Now we have a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no,
funny.
we're doing a
Shit.
podcast.
It's funny. Graham, how much time do we have? All right, you want 45?
You want to run 45 or you want to keep going about?
No, it's up to you. We're good.
We can keep pushing because we got some more questions on just I think Toronto life, because obviously you made that transition. We talked a lot about dating, but what's been some of your favorite parts about living in the city versus like living in Whistler?
I like need to learn to love this city as somebody like.
Oh, really?
I know it's not that
Okay.
I
so
I don't
funny.
think when people are like I hate Toronto like or I hate X city wherever I live. People who live in LA say I hate LA. People who live in Toronto say they hate Toronto.
Yeah.
Move. No one's
agree.
forcing you to stay here.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think it's cool to hate where you live. I actually think it's quite embarrassing.
I think
Hot
you find a
take.
way.
Hot take.
Ooh, wait, no, I want to hear this. Okay, go continue.
So I've been here for like 3 years.
Okay.
I've been just focusing on like building the business and then building the social media. So I don't hate where I live. I just have yet to experience it, even though I've been here for so long. So like I need to like explore
Oh.
shopping more. I need to explore the restaurants more. I think I need to like find my group of people where it's just like it really feels like home. Because out west really felt like home for me.
Yeah.
And I think that my people are here
Yeah.
and that my little pockets of the city are here.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think this summer is the summer I'm going to like really dive into. I said I was going to do it last summer and I lied to myself. But
We'll keep
I
you
think this
accountable.
summer is going to be an exciting one.
What's like something you're looking forward to this summer? Because Toronto's the best in the summer. Obviously, it's like everybody loves it here. In the
Yeah.
summertime.
I like I like rollerblading like on Lakeshore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
like
cute.
doing that, but that's like a solo activity. I don't know anybody else who rollerblades.
Chris
You
Roller.
do?
I
Oh
was
my
gonna say,
god!
you have like a
wait.
fucking partner in crime right here.
Yeah, wait, that's so exciting.
Another date. This is date number 2.
no,
Pilates
that'll
and
be
then rollerblading
fun.
after.
Yeah, so I need.
Did we just
to,
figure out we're compatible on a podcast?
Oh fuck! What am I? Graham, get me the fuck out of here. Okay, yeah. So
good.
rollerblading and then restaurants is like you haven't really experienced like the Toronto dining scene.
Not a lot, to be honest.
Really, eh?
Yeah,
I feel like that's like every girl loves like exploring every restaurant in this fucking city.
I know. I
That's
really
crazy.
should get out more.
Chris has like a really good recommendation list of like restaurants.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love when people
So
come
there's,
to like
like-
the city and ask me for recommendations and stuff because that's my like bread and butter.
And there
Okay.
can be date number 3. It's-
Wow,
Chris
is there.
we're on a
Perfect.
roll.
You guys are
Very well.
you guys are like a month in at this point. you're like scheduled for a month.
I have a serious question though, because this is something I hear a lot, and because you moved from Whistler to here, have you found it hard to build community in the city? Because that's something
yeah.
that
Still having a hard time with that. This is great though. If there was more interactions like this,
yeah,
I think I would be so happy.
Yeah.
Like people that you just like, you like the same things, like
Yeah.
easygoing, easy to talk to. It's not all just like, I know we were talking about work and stuff like that, but it's not just like, hey, nice to meet you. Like, what do you do for work? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, how are you? What do you like to do?
Yeah.
less transactional.
That was like a massive thing out west. It was like, oh, what brought you to West? Not like, oh,
Oh really?
what's your job? Like, how much money do you make?
Yeah, well
Yeah.
that's a favorite,
So-
everybody's favorite question here
Yeah.
is, what's your salary?
because everybody's sizing each other up.
What's your
here,
base
but, like,
salary?
Yeah.
there are good, genuine people here. It's just
What's your
find them.
OT? If you're
Yeah.
not bringing in 300K, you'll fucking talk
What's
to
your
me.
base salary? What's your commission OT?
Yeah, honestly.
What's your T4 look like?
Yeah,
this year?
literally. Show me your
How much do
fucking
you owe in taxes right
yeah,
now?
show me your fucking tax slips.
But yeah, definitely have struggled with finding and building community. There's lots of good people here.
Yeah.
all my closest friends have moved outside of the city.
True.
So, or they're like married, or they like just live far. And I'm like, so I'm traveling outside of the city to be with my people all the time. And I'm like, no, there's got to be something here. I feel like there's like a bit of a barrier to entry though, especially if you didn't grow up here. Like I didn't grow up here. So like even like you were saying, like you were out and like a bunch of like your friends that you've known since you were super young showed up.
Yeah.
And it's just like I moved a lot as a kid, so I didn't really have that.
Yeah.
And then coming here, like I never have to worry about running to someone I went to high school with, or I never have to worry about running into anybody. So
You're from a small town, right?
Yeah.
Originally?
Yeah. Like actually like north of Newmarket.
Where?
Keswick.
You're from Keswick?
Yeah. But like I was there. I told you.
You told me
Yeah.
You told me that. And she was like, it's what did you say? The land of the teenage pregnancy or something like that?
No.
We gotta talk about this. We'll talk about this off camera after.
No, but like I was like a kid there, and then I
Okay.
moved around a lot. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I didn't even like really go to high school there. I went there for 1 year.
That
and I was
is the
gone.
funniest fucking thing ever. When
Yeah.
so you were a kid there, and then you
Yeah, so I was just like all over the place.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that area. Like not necessarily Keswick, but like Newmarket area. and
Yeah, I know. No one likes
Keswick's
Keswick.
Nothing special.
I do get the
No,
Toronto.
it's
But yeah, I think there's more people here than like you'd expect. I think you like make friends a lot. I don't think people are that bad here. Like I think everybody kind of gives them like a bad rep, and like
Yeah.
it is like this idea of like, you know, transactional relationships. But I think when you break it down, if you could just like be normal with people and like you kind of, I saw your video actually yesterday, and it was like a good point about like talking to people out in public.
Yeah.
I would never go up to a stranger and just be like, hey, I'm Mo. It's really nice to meet you. But like if you're in a scenario where you're like talking to like randoms, or like you have to be conversational with people, then like you'll find that you have like a lot more in common with people here and like make closer friends than you'd expect.
Having somebody to open the doors here too. Like when I first moved here, I had Z, who had been here for like 8 or 9 years before. He used to have a storefront on Queen, and he introduced me to a lot of people.
Got it.
And because of that, I like know people now who've introduced me to other people, and through that is kind of where I like.
yeah. I feel like you
picked
know
out
everyone
my
in the
people.
entire city.
I do know a couple
At this
people
point,
in the
pretty
city.
much.
But
Yeah.
it's just from
Genuinely.
being out there and being social and like.
I know. Nah, I gotta do that more.
You just gotta go out more. Honest to God, you don't have to be like.
Okay, favorite spot to go out. I need a recommendation.
Fuck! I like live at Earl's right now. I'm like,
I know, Mark.
Good
literally-
poke bowl, but I don't know if I'm going out
crawling
there.
I like live at Earl's at this point. It's
Really?
Like, Earl's King West. I'm like there pretty much once or twice a week.
Honestly, I'll go there. Fine.
Yeah, it's honestly not a bad spot. I really actually
Like, are you eating there? Or are you going there just to like chill?
both.
Okay,
I don't know,
fair.
yeah. I go drink there and then eat food there and
You're like, well, I'm
hang
here
out
now.
there and just
Might
like
as well order something.
yeah, pretty much. And then I don't know. That's pretty much it. Or locals. Like I still like locals. It's not like it's
I've
not
never
bad.
been.
What is wrong with you?
Living in the locals, okay. We're just gonna parade you.
Don't you
around
live
the
on
city.
King West?
I
Like,
do.
And you don't go out. Where are you going out on King West?
Nowhere.
Why?
What do you wear? What do you do?
I go to Ossington usually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
I love Ossington.
Yeah. So do
I've
I.
been like making
Yeah.
my way down Ossington lately.
Yeah, it's fun.
Interesting. Well, okay. Well, we have to. Chris and us will take you out on King West one night.
Yeah.
Okay,
for
that would be
sure.
fun.
Especially
Yeah,
Chris
we'll
because
do-
he's like a veteran.
We'll do. Oh,
He's a King
I'm
West.
way too.
Every
yeah.
5 seconds
I'll
he's
just
gonna
see
be
when
like,
some of the boys are
"Hey."
bartending.
Bro, you know how
and
annoying
shit.
it is? It's irritating
Yeah.
as fuck. We go out. He's like, hey man, how's it going? It's actually
Every
nice.
5 seconds,
Even yesterday,
probably.
even yesterday, shout out to Marco. We're in the place next to Cherries
Yeah.
because the line was crazy. I was like, I'm not getting in. We're sitting downstairs. Shout out to Marco. Marco sees us. I was like, oh, hey, how are you? He's like, oh, what are you guys doing down here? I was
Yeah.
like, there's a massive line. He's like, oh, dude, just come up with me.
Yeah.
Meet us up. Like, it's,
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to have community like that.
Bro,
Okay,
you're just a degenerate. They just love. That's all it is. Chris is
this
like
guy's
trying to
gonna
make it
spend
seem like it's
money.
like everybody's so nice to me, and I'm just like
I'm
this kind
not
young
a
boy. No, you're an
degenerate.
actual fucking degenerate. That's literally all it is.
Come on, just let me live a little.
He's like trying to
That's-
play this and like make it seem like it's like some.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
trying
like,
to-
I'm just so nice.
you know, they just like understand my aura, and like I'm just giving off
So
such
much
good
aura.
energy. It's like no, you're a fucking.
I'm sorry, my
you're-
aura score is like 1,000. Okay,
No, you're like
pretty
I'm
low.
just
my
a
aura's
dr-
off the Richter scale.
I'm just a drunk. Okay, that's literally it. I'm just a drunk.
I didn't even drink for
degenerate.
2 years. What do you mean I'm a drunk? Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I didn't
okay,
even
your
drink for
favorite.
years.
Your favorite spot in King West.
King West, probably. I like Cherries, especially because I know people there.
Is that count?
That's-
Locals Laissez Faire.
Does that count?
Yeah, I think Cherries counts because
I would have said
Locals Laissez Faire.
Cherries, but because it's the only place I would go.
I like
Yeah.
cherries.
But that's not on King West.
that's what I
I
said.
think I still count it as King West because it's like there.
I can't really change my
Okay,
answer.
I lied. I go
regardless.
to King West all the time then.
Here at cherries all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do a cherries night then.
Or Compton. I also Compton
love
Ave is. You haven't been to Compton yet.
No, but that's not in Key West.
No. But for like other cool spots,
Yeah, I
Compton's
guess.
super dope.
Yeah, we have to take. Brett has to come out with all of us on have a cherries night again. The last time we went out there was a very long night at
Not good.
cherries.
Not good. But
All
let's. We're probably.
I think we're like
close to
wrapping
time
up
here.
Yeah.
So you want to ask you the last question too.
Go ahead.
We always like to. It's obviously called Stories for the Grandkids. So if you could leave your grandchildren one story or one life lesson that you'd want them to hear one day, what would that be?
It's kind of a big question, to be honest. I think I would tell them to take risks when they're young.
I love that.
One day you might wake up and be on a podcast. But no,
Damn.
She's
no,
dropping
but I think take
bars.
risks when you're young. If you want to move somewhere, move there. If you want to do a career path change like you, like
Yeah.
all of us,
Yeah.
like just do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be like, I can't believe that this is my life.
Yeah.
And because people, sometimes they wake up when they're older and they're like, they say it, but
That's
in a
what midlife
bad way.
crisis is.
They're like,
True.
oh, I can't believe I didn't take that risk when I was young. And now I wish I could do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the advice I would leave
That's
for my
great.
grandkids.
I love that.
That's wonderful. Hopefully they listen. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much for having me. I
Yeah.
had so much fun.
Of
Lauren
course.
Blackborow at
Yeah.
Lauren Blackborow.
Yeah, if you want to plug
on social
anything,
media.
all your
Plug
socials,
yourself.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's just at Lauren Blackborow everywhere, every platform.
You got it.
You're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope,
you on
that's
that
pretty much
Snapchat
it.
grind right now?
No,
yet.
well,
Not yet.
I'm trying.
Okay.
People love this.
I could use some
I know.
advice on that actually.
Snapchat's been paying
Don't
people
look-
a bag. Though.
Don't look at me. I have
Canadian
no idea.
creators?
I don't know about Canadian
Yeah.
creators.
Yeah,
but
that's why
apparently, I
I'm
know.
like curious. If you guys know anything, let me know.
I don't, but I've been hearing whispers.
If you know about Snapchat,
We could
Yeah,
chat
if you know about
GPT it
Snapchat,
immediately.
please tell us so we can make more money so we can do more of this. Thanks.
yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
You're the
Thank
best.
you.